Hi friends, today for reading we are learning about the letter I. Now I is another one of our vowels, so that means it makes two sounds. We found out with some of our letters that are vowels, they make two sounds, but all the other letters only make one sound. So our letter I makes a I, like the igloo, and then it also makes the I sound. It says its name. It says I, like in ice. You use ice to make an igloo. So I am going to show you today how to write the letter I. We're going to read a book that has lots of words that start with the letter I and help us remember the sounds that the letter I makes. And then at the end, you will be able to do this worksheet by writing your I's and drawing a picture that goes along with our sentence. So let's first start off with how to write our big I or our uppercase I and our little I or our lowercase I. So with your big I or your capital I, you're going to start at this top solid line and just go straight down, kind of like you're drawing a number 1. And then you're going to go to the right and then right back over it to the left. And then you're going to lift up, start in the middle, and do the same thing on the top. Go to the right, go back over to the left. So again, we're starting up here, going straight down like the number 1, sliding to the right, sliding back over past the line to the left. Then you're going to lift up at the top right there, slide to the right, and slide all the way over to the left. So you're doing the exact same thing on the top that you just did on the bottom. Now, for your lowercase I, you're going to start your line at the dotted line and go straight down. So you're still making a 1, but it's a smaller. And then between the solid line and the dotted line, you are just going to make a dot. That's floating there. It's not sitting on the line. It's not on a line. It's just in that space right there. So you start your line at the dotted line. And you just go straight down, lift up, and make a dot. And we'll review that again before we go into our worksheet. But right now, I'd like to read you my I sound box. My I sound box. Little I had a box. I will find things that begin with my I sound, she said. I will put them into my sound box. Little I went skip, skip, skip up a hill. She found an inchworm. Lots of inchworms. The inchworms wiggled and wiggled. What wiggly inchworms, she said. Did she put the inchworms into her box? She did. The little I found iguanas, lots of iguanas. The iguanas wiggled and wiggled. What wiggly iguanas, she said. She put the iguanas in the box with the inchworms. But the inchworms did not like the iguanas. The inchworms jumped out of the box. The iguanas jumped out too, and away they went. Little I could not find the inchworms or the iguanas. They were hiding. You see them? Then little I found an igloo. Did she put the igloo into her box? She did. Just then the sun came out. Can you guess what happened? The igloo melted. Because remember I said they're made of ice. Yep, it melted in the sun. Now who will help me fill my box, she said. A friend came by. I will help you, he said. We can fill your box with insects. First they found big green insects, lots of big green insects. Next they found yellow insects and brown insects. Then they found red and black insects. What else can we do, said Little Eye. We can make an insect zoo. You can visit it too. So we had igloo, inchworm, iguana, and insects. And see, other words that start with the short I. Inch, ink, instruments, infant, invitation, and the long I, where the I is saying its name. Ice, ice skates, island, ice cream, iron, and ivy. So that book was super helpful in helping us find some words and recognizing the two sounds that I makes, I and I. Now, on your worksheet, I need you to trace your capital I's and your lowercase i's, and I need you to do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then right here, you're going to draw a picture for our sentence, which is we like insects, and the I is underlined in like because that is the long I sound, I. And insects has the short I, the I, insects. So we, like, insects. So I want you to practice that sentence with a grown-up, and then, like in our book, you can draw different insects, which are bugs. You can draw real ones, or you can make up a bug and draw a bug. You can draw you holding a bug. Mrs. Khalees doesn't like to hold bugs. They're too creepy crawly. But if you do, you could draw a picture of yourself holding a bug, or you can just draw pictures of insects or bugs. Now, to end our lesson, let's review again how to write our capital or big I and our lowercase or little I, okay? So remember, we started this top solid line. We go straight down like we're writing a number 1. Then you're sliding to the right, and then you slide right back over to the left. And you lift up, find that top of that line, slide to the right just like the bottom, and slide all the way over to the left. And you have your capital I. For your lowercase I, you're going to start at the dotted line and go down just like you're making a number 1, lifting up and making a dot in between this solid line and this dotted line. Thank you so much for joining me, friends.